and presentation starts right now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome here to Martinsville for the running of the Blue Emu 150 here for the second race of the ARCA series. And yes, I was wrong last week when I said in both the East and West series races with the times were completely wrong, and then it's a complete mess. So I will let you guys know before the end of the race what time the Cup series will start tomorrow. So that way the time is right when I tell you. So I apologize for that. But I also apologize that we are not East and West this week. I completely forgot what the schedule was, and I was just guessing. And we are in Martinsville this week, and next for the National Series, and next week we're at Richmond, and I think the following week we're at South Boston, and then I think it's a week off, and it's the National Series again for 2 weeks. I know there's a 2 weeks in a row at some point for both regional series. Um, so yeah, so starting on the pole today is Hans de Bois, and on the outside is Samotos Khan, and uh, yeah, there's some things I want to mention before we get going here. So Frodemar Otts and Michael Collins out of the East Series will not participate in today's race. They are outside the top 11 in the East standings. And on the West side of things, Jessica Ward and oh no, not Michael Collins in the East Series. 1 second, I want to correct myself on that. Alexander Rowe, and then in the West Series, Jessica Ward and Michael Collins. Um, all four of those drivers will not participate in this week or next week's races, or even the week after that. They will have to increase their. Next time they have a regional race, they're gonna have to figure that out then. I apologize for that, and I apologize for my voice crack there. But for some reason I'm still in college. I'm in college right now, and I still have voice cracks. Another thing I want to mention real quick is I am recording this the 30th of April, and this is going up on, I believe, the 14th. And I apologize for that. And the reason why that's the case is because I'm on vacation. I think I mentioned that last week. But I'm also going to try to possibly record the next week's race, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I probably record that tomorrow on May 1st, when the first race goes out. But that's stretching things because I'm supposed to leave tomorrow, my dorm tomorrow, and go home. So it's not really. I don't really live in a dorm. I live in an apartment, but I call it a dorm because I'm only here during school. So yeah. So without going any more off topic than I already have, we're gonna get this race started. We'll get your starting lineup in a second, as well as the green flag here from Martinsville. Welcome back here to Martinsville, and they're gonna roll off the front stretch here in a second, and we're gonna get our starting lineups. Your starting lineups on your screen right now, actually. Um, and Hans de Bois are full center. The correction for the Cup Series race is at 7 o'clock tonight, or 7:30, somewhere around there. So let you know it's right after this race. That's what it's supposed to do. So that's what it's gonna be. Uh, first stage will end at stage 20. So that's when the competition caution, whatever you want to call it, is gonna be at. And we're gonna get going here at Martinsville. And we are green here for Martinsville. Hans de Bois is gonna get up to a lead here. Out to a lead, I mean. As you saw last night, the Truck Series raced at South Boston last night. Hopefully that race was good. Obviously I haven't been able to watch it yet. Dubois leads the first few laps here. We'll see if the 17 of Nicola Sykes can get up to here and pass him. She's gonna push him out of the way, and here she comes, Nicola Sykes. On the inside of Hans Dubois. And she takes the lead. We're gonna go 3 wide for second place. Oh no, they're gonna wreck. They wreck one another. What in the life just happened? Mitchell Collins just completely, utterly spin him out, and Scott Upton spins out a little bit there too. And Skylar Martinez gets some damage from this old deal here, and this is a complete, utter shit show at this point. Our leaders wrecked themselves. The 0-2 of Brian James is just completely dumped by Mitchell Collins, and maybe he's getting back at him here. Don't look like it. That's tough luck for Brian James there. But yeah, they're not gonna pit obviously because don't pit. So we'll be right back to see a replay from that. Looks like they're gonna keep hitting one another. I apologize for that, 10R. So can't do anything about it. So we'll be right back here from Martinsville to get a replay. Our first replay of the season. Welcome back here to Martinsville, and I hope you guys liked our new graphics here. So our new intro there for just the ARCA series. But yeah, so we're gonna see what happened here. It looks like obviously, like I said, they're going 3 wide. It wasn't gonna work. Mitchell Collins, Brian James. Mitchell Collins should have made that happen, and obviously it turned out bad here. So we're gonna see what happened here. So it looks like Mitchell Collins just comes up into Brian James and spins him out, takes him out. Like I just said, like I don't know how else to describe it. And then the 8 of Skylar Martinez had nowhere to go. Tough luck for him. Of course, ARCA breaks, so yeah, you're not gonna be able to slow down very quickly. And that's tough luck for both of them. So we'll be right back for the green here from Martinsville. Welcome back here to Martinsville, and we're gonna get your top 10 here. Nicola Sykes first, second Hans Dubois, second third Mitchell Collins, fourth Kenneth Grant, fourth Austin Shaw, sixth Simona Khan, seventh David Martinez, eighth Scott Upton, ninth Nick Martinez, and then 10th Daniel Bouchard. And Nicola Sykes is gonna lead our field back to the green here. We are only 10 laps out from our stage into stage 1 here, so we won't be green for very long. If we don't get a caution before that. Of course, stage 2 is a little longer today than the last race, and some of them are just going to be different. Some maybe stage 1 may be longer than stage 2 sometimes. Like, it's just whatever the ARCA officials are feeling that weekend. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. It's just a pit stop basically. So whatever they decide to do, these cars can't get around the entire track. For the entire race on the fuel that they're currently on one tank of fuel, so this has to be through that window. Of course, they all come down for a 2-minute pit stop during the stage caution. Obviously, we can't show that because NR doesn't realistically do that, so we don't actually have pit stops. And Nicola Sykes is continuing to lead here. And she's just pulling off farther. It looks like Mitchell Collins is still up here in the top 10 after that, top 5 after that accident. So, and third. Got a little damage, but it's Martinsville. It is an ARCA car, so I'm surprised it's not affecting him too much. Reminder again, our next race is at Richmond next week. That race will be at 2 o'clock on Friday. Next Friday. Don't know the date is. The 15th is today. This is Saturday the 15th. Not the 14th. I mentioned the 14th before. So that would be... This would be the 21st? I think it's the 21st. So yeah, somewhere around there. I apologize for that. I don't know what that was all about. Nicola Sykes is continuing to lead here. And we're going to get our white flag this time around for the stage 1 here. And the yellow should come out at any point here. Of course, ignore that. The only way I get the caution to work. And Nicola Sykes will lead us back to the end of the stage here for our competition caution. And all the cars will roll down the pit lane for a 2-minute pit stop. And it will be back to green here at Martinsville shortly after that. And yeah, sorry for the wall banging. And we'll be right back here for Martinsville. Welcome back here to Martinsville. We're going to get your top 10. Nicola Sykes first, second Hans Dubois, third Mitchell Collins, fourth David Martinez, fifth Kenneth Grant, sixth Scott Upton, seventh Daniel Bouchard, eighth Samit Ozkan, ninth Trevor Collins, and rounding off your top 10 even after that accident, Brian James, and with a lot of back end damage. But you know, this is Martinsville. Anything can happen. Car can be all beat up and you can still be going up front, so. And here we go. Nicola Sykes leads us back to the green, and we are green again here for Martinsville. Of course, this stage will go all the way to the end of the race, so 25 laps. Unless we get a caution, obviously. And we can go to overtime, and if we get to overtime at some point, we will let you know what the rules are for that and remind you for what the rules for that are. Nicola Sykes is going to pull off to a bigger lead than he had before. Looks like we're going to go to a bigger view, and we're going to talk about a schedule for the next few weeks, so that way we can let you know what's coming up. So that way you're not confused. I have the schedule pulled up right here. So next week we will be at Richmond on the 21st at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it's Friday. I apologize. We had to do it Friday at 2 p.m. Because we had a race. We can't race during the day on Saturday for scheduling reasons. And because they legitimately run, I believe, at Richmond at 2 o'clock in the afternoon as well in IRL. So that's why we're running it then. Following week after that, we will be running at, that'll be East and West Series. So there is a week between that will be East and West Series. The West Series will be at Coda. The East Series will be at South Boston. As we get some position battle going on back here for 5th place, and back here in the back field here, or towards the back of the field. And Brian James is falling back as what I expected to happen after receiving that damage that he did during the first caution, or that caused the first caution, or was involved in the first caution. So yeah, so East Series will be at Dover at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and no, we don't know. No. Coda West Series will be at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and South Boston will be at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday the 29th. Week 6 will be East and West Series again. East Series will be at Dover, and West Series will be at Evergreen. And the Dover race on the 4th will start at 5 p.m. and the Evergreen race will start at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, going by time zones, so I apologize. Then the following week we have an off week, and then on week 8 or Saturday the 19th of June, we will be at Mid-Ohio, and it will be noon Eastern Standard Time before the Mid-Ohio National Series race. Other than that, it's too far out for us to give you the schedule for, because times can change. Go back to a different camera here, as we got a battle for the lead here. Mitchell Collins trying to pass Nicola Sykes here. See if he can make it work. Of course, this is our only race at Martinsville this year. We will be at Bristol later in the year. I believe it's one of the last races of the year. I believe it's race 18, if I remember properly. We will be at Bristol. It will be the regular Bristol, and won't be a dirt Bristol, because we are going to a couple dirt tracks later in the year as well, as I mentioned in the season preview. You can go check that out if you haven't done that so already. And the other one, Scott Upton's coming up here. We'll see if he can make a change for the lead as well. And here he comes, Scott Upton for the lead. And he will take the lead, it looks like. Yep, he will take the lead. He is the strongest car on track right now. It is Scott Upton, and that's not surprising, as he's past the leaders at this point, and he's gonna look like he's gonna take the Manning lead here. He's gonna get a pretty big gap. He's gonna grow a gap here. And Scott Upton is going to continue the lead laps. We're going to go through the field here a little bit. See where your drivers are at. Pretty single file at this point in the race. the one thing about short tracks in the ARCA series. It's very hard to keep passing going sometimes. And this time around, we'll have 5 to go here in Martinsville. And honestly, at this point, I think Scott Upton's got the win here. I don't think anybody's got anything for him. He's growing a gap right now. Already past half a second already. Second past Mitchell Collins, so. Unless we get a caution here, I don't see how Scott Upton does not win this race at this point. Two laps to go. And this time around, Scott Upton's going to get the white flag here at Martinsville. And this lap is presented by Blue Emu. And rounding turn 3 and 4, Scott Upton wins the Blue Emu 150 here from Martinsville. Congratulations to Scott Upton on winning today's race, and this will help him in the points, obviously, and hopefully he can keep it up in the lower series as well, as that will directly affect if he can continue having success in this series or not. So we hope you enjoyed today's telecast here from Martinsville. And this has been a GCN presentation. Anything you cannot be redistributed or reused in any way, shape, or form without the written consent of GCN. And we'll see you guys next week at Richmond. Again, 2 p.m. Eastern on Friday, the 21st. Until next time, don't forget, check out the Cup Series race at 7 p.m. tonight here at Martinsville following this race. And we'll be back next week at Richmond. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.